Hi, my name's Dee and welcome to Sunchild Tarot. Now this is your full moon gods at play reading for the full moon in Cancer on the January the 10th. Now this is a longer reading. Oh, by the way, this is the same introductory blurb for all of them. So there'll be a timestamp down below to jump ahead to the reading. It's for the reading in whatever the title is down there. What's your sun, your moon, your rising, maybe your Saturn. Because on the 10th, we have the full moon in Cancer opposite a stellium of planets, a lot of planets. In Capricorn, it's opposite Mercury, conjunct the Sun. It is opposite the upcoming, well, close to opposite the upcoming Saturn-Pluto conjunction. Jupiter is around there somewhere. It's not quite opposite. Uranus is somewhere else in the chart, but it's turning direct. So that's the planet of the unexpected. And of course, if I didn't just mention, there's a lunar eclipse. Now, eclipses, the effects depending on, depending on who I'm listening to, eclipses can affect for up to 6 months with the solar. And then I've heard up to 6 months or up to 3 months with the lunar. As I've said before, I'm not an astrologer. Go to an astrologer of your choice. Have a listen about the upcoming lunar eclipse because it offers some really good stuff and some not so good stuff, especially since 2 days later, smack bang, there's the peak of that Saturn-Pluto conjunction. It actually, they're already conjuncted, but the peak of it is on the following Sunday. So Cancer, it's all about the home, it's all about feelings, it's all about family, it's about nations, because again, there's that family feel. So let me bring up the cards and let's see what gods are supporting you. They're the ones that lift you up on the bottom row of the spread, and the gods that are working against you or suppressing you, pushing you down away from the divine on the top row of the spread. Let's bring up the cards. So Gemini, the first thing I want to say here is it's not your time just yet. You need to wait. There is an awakening working against you, which makes me think that although there's a brand new direction you want to shoot off in, now is not the time. You have duty to perform and you have to sacrifice from the bottom of the deck here before you can surge ahead. But where you are right now, the trickster gods are working with you. We have cunning with Prometheus and Loki, known, of course, from the Marvel Avengers movies, among other things, is working for you here. So, going through Persephone with awakening against you, Ul with focus, the Graces with festivities, Persephone with compliance, and Lilith with equality, all working against you. On your side, Hera with duty, Loki with play, Prometheus with cunning, Pandora with curiosity. There's an interesting pairing. Prometheus and Pandora, both rebels against the gods, and Isis with protection. So, yeah, it's not your time yet. Don't act yet. You need to sacrifice this new beginning, or this new awakening, just for the moment. You need to keep it under wraps because it has not yet revealed all of its answers to you. You are protected while you do this, but if you act too quickly, you need to be careful what you are giving birth to. And if you act too quickly on this calling, I feel like you're going to be in effect doing what somebody else says because you're wanting to fit in, you're wanting to have the fun that's on offer, but that fun may be at your expense. So just for the moment, hold back. This new beginning is definitely coming, but do not launch on it right now. Right, let's see what the tarot has to say for this, because that's a really interesting you can't focus totally on this new beginning because it will impinge on your day-to-day life. You have your own duties in life that you still need to, that you still need to, well, fulfill, you know, so that you can get on with all the survive through day-to-day life. You've still got to pay the bills, you've still got to feed the kids, you've still got to make sure the doors are locked when you go out, you know, all sorts of little duties that if you get too carried away with the sense of victory of this new awakening, you may find that you're cutting out more than you actually need to. You need to be able to stand on your own without having to kowtow to others and do everything that other people are saying. You need to make sure, like I say, you have to be careful if you launch on this new beginning right now, rather than waiting for a while and waiting for the world to bring itself together for you, you can end up on a rocky shore in a storm. You know, this is the Wounded Warrior card. This is the, but also with this particular card, I'm not just seeing the Wounded Warrior, I am seeing the wound occurring. So, yeah, you have to play around with these ideas at the moment. You have to look within to for you to realize what your duty to you here is, and it's not what your duty to other people may imply, because all things are not equal. But there is some pain here that will be revealed by you playing with these ideas. I don't necessarily think this is your pain, but it's something that you need to be aware of so that you've got a sure footing when you step forward. Because when you step forward on this new beginning, you maybe do want to be doing it on your own. You want to be setting out on your own quietly in the dead of night almost, and go, right, this is what I'm doing, and I'll do it now, and I'll get on with it while nobody else is really noticing, because they're all busy with their awakening, their festivities, their parties, their agendas. Because there is a whole new beginning coming for you, which you are protected on, but there is still more advice that you need to receive from somewhere, whether it's research or whether it's another person. And I do feel here that it's actually another person saying to you, yeah, but what about such and such? And you suddenly going, oh yeah, I hadn't thought of that. That's so obvious now that you've mentioned it. But again, don't have that verbal reaction. File it away. Keep it inside. Because, yeah, clarity is coming. Clarity is coming. New direction is coming. Don't shoot off now in a half-baked attempt of aiming for what you want, because what you want itself needs to evolve a little before you start chasing after it. So, comment down below if this means anything to you, Gemini. Cheers.